Did you drop something on your Wisdom and Bloom
Yeah,
t-shirt?
did you see? Well, you can't see. No, I spilled some. Yeah, I spilled some. I don't know what that is. Tomato juice or something on my shirt.
Hmm.
But anyway, disregard, disregard, disregard. So we wanted to do a check-in with our 30 days of gratitude,
Hmm.
ladies.
This is our Wednesday wisdom, so we're going to keep it short and brief.
Exactly.
Hmm.
We have gone now 20 of the 30 days,
Hmm.
day
Hmm.
20 of the 30 days of
Hmm.
gratitude. We
Hmm.
wanted to check in, see how you're doing,
Checking in,
and
checking in.
update you on how it is that we are doing with this 30 days of gratitude.
Right.
So, how has it been going for you, Denise? How has it been going? Have you been finding this a process that you are easily sticking to your day and your night gratitude?
What I found is when I first started, I was easily sticking to it. And somewhere around the middle, because of life, it was a struggle, but I got back on track. So I've been back
Mm,
on track, and now I even look forward to it. I'm posting about it. I did find that some things in the journal that we needed to expand. So I know we're going to do some debriefing and talk about that to make the journal a little bit more robust.
mm-hmm,
But I really feel like this has made me stop and think and be present with my thoughts because usually when you're journaling, you kind of journal about everything. But in this challenge, we're really, really nailing down and taking it to a granular level to say gratitude and whatever that means and however we share that in our life. So we've got like niched it down
mm-hmm,
to gratitude. So in my other journals, I'm journaling about everything. I'm talking about the day. I'm talking about, but now in this, it's like I really have to kind of think about what was I grateful today? Was I grateful today? Did I struggle
mm-hmm,
today? Like I'm really trying to evaluate and be as transparent and honest as possible. And
mm-hmm.
I'm working through it. I'm working through it.
Mm.
Hmm.
Well,
Hmm.
I would just say, well, not just say, but I would say that in the beginning, it was harder for me to
Hmm.
start the habit.
Hmm.
So I think the first day I was good, maybe the second day, and then like the third day I forgot, and then the
Hmm.
fourth day I remembered in the evening or something like this. So
Hmm.
it was a little bit harder for me in the beginning to
Hmm.
grab onto this habit, but now I'm good. Like
Yeah,
now
me too.
I'm rolling with
Like
it.
I'm in a system. I'm on a roll now because
Yeah, it's
it's habit. You know, it says 21 days.
yep.
You do something 21 days and it becomes a habit. And tomorrow's our well, yeah, tomorrow will be the 21st day.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And so I found a way to like incorporate it with other habits, right? So
Hmm.
it's have you heard of that book Atomic Habits by is it James Clear, I think?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
one of his pieces of advice when you're adding a new habit, when you're starting a new habit is to kind of add it on to something you already do.
Hmm.
So in the mornings, normally like like after I wake up, like right before I get out of the bed to like go get dressed and everything,
Hmm.
I do like a meditation. So
Hmm.
now once I do my meditation, then I do my gratitude in the morning. And
Hmm.
then in the evening, I always take a shower before I go to sleep. So then after I take my shower, I then do my,
Hmm.
my evening
But
gratitude before I go to sleep. So now it's much easier because I'm like, oh, it's like a part of my processes now
hmm.
versus like, when do I have time, like to do this?
And it's
Um,
really, really funny that you say that because since I started this, when I wake up in the morning, I used to just grab my phone because I'm not a big sleeper anyway.
don't do that.
So by
We need an
4:30 or
episode on this.
something,
Don't
yeah.
do
So by
that.
4:30 or something, grab my phone and I just kind of look at some stuff and you'll see that sometimes you'll see me post at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. But I also get on and I'll like play spades, something to try and make me go back to sleep. But I have been intentionally not grabbing my phone and I'll lay there for a while and I'll just start repeating in my brain, I'm grateful, I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm thankful. Thank you, Lord. I'm grateful, I'm thankful. So that has been great
Mm.
that that this has reminded me how thankful and great because I don't have all the things, like, I've been through all kind of crap in these last 15, 16 months, job loss, everything, all kind of stuff. And so instead of me grabbing my phone now, I'll lay there even for a good 15 minutes and just repeat in my head over and over again. I'm grateful. I have gratitude. Thank you, Lord. I'm
Mm,
thankful. I'm thankful. I'm not asking for anything. I'm not telling them anything. I'm not telling them what I went through. I'm just saying thank you. I'm grateful.
mm,
Thank you.
mm,
So that has been very heart opening for me, like enlightening, like it's opening my soul a little bit.
mm. Interesting. Well, I would say there's two things for me that I've learned from this process.
Hmm.
One is that, so one of the things we write down, is it in the morning? I think it's in the afternoon.
Hmm.
It's in the
Hmm.
evening. People that we're grateful for.
Hmm.
And in the beginning, it was like, you're kind of grateful for like the same people or
Hmm.
whatever,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
But it actually has helped me to kind of expand my appreciation of people, even
Hmm.
just the little things, right? Like I think I journaled one day, I was grateful for like the conversation I had in the store with
Hmm.
somebody, but it
Hmm.
wasn't something that I was thinking about in the beginning. In the beginning, I was
Yeah.
thinking like of big people, like my
Yeah.
sons, my
And
husband,
someone
my
you know
mom,
their
you.
name and
Right,
yeah.
right.
Hmm. Hmm.
But it actually did kind of bring me back to like some smaller things and in
Yeah.
some ways how people
Hmm.
are actually
Hmm.
impacting our lives in a positive way that we sometimes just overlook and disregard because we're always looking for like this big thing.
Yeah.
But it can be just a small kindness, right, that somebody has. The
Yeah.
other thing I've noticed is that we have a place in here where we have something we're looking forward to for that day, right,
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah.
And I have learned that I, as you are, I'm sure, are a very powerful manifester, Denise. Powerful,
Okay.
powerful, powerful. So many times now, I have written down what it is I'm looking forward to. So just
Do
on,
tell. Do
yeah,
tell.
so okay, so I'll give you an example. So just on Saturday, what's this
Hmm.
Sunday? Because then I look back at it and I was like, oh my God, there's a pattern here. Okay, so
Hmm.
we had a baby shower that we went to on Sunday.
Hmm.
And so what I wrote down here in my journal was like what I was looking forward to was going to Kenya's baby shower and winning a game. Don't you know I won a game? I technically won two games, but I let my son take the prize on the second one. But I actually won two games.
You
Like
manifested it.
I did. I manifested it. And I didn't know. I mean, I kind of had an idea that there was going to be a game. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But like I wasn't really sure if it was going to be a game.
Yeah.
But I actually won like multiple games at the baby shower because that's what I was looking forward to. There was
Do it.
a
Do it.
yes. There was another one that was in here too that I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
That
Oh my
actually
God again.
yes, like that actually happened.
Hmm.
And it's really made me think about what it is that we are putting out ahead of
Hmm.
us,
Hmm.
right? Like what is it that we are actually putting out ahead of us and what is it that we are
Yep.
actually asking ourselves or asking God for?
Yes.
And they're listening. Like
Yeah.
they respond. Like they listen.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
love
And
it.
also, I think some of it I think is just like that situation. I didn't know what was going to happen. But there's other things too, like there's work things when
Hmm.
I'm like, okay, what I'm looking forward to. And so one day I was going to get my nails done, my Black History Month nails. And so I said what I was looking forward to was admiring my nails. This was before
Yeah.
the,
But
before we
it's the
did this.
little things. It's the little
Before.
things that brings you
But
joy.
and since now I usually get compliments on 'em anyway, but like I have also been admiring them more. I
Hmm.
think it's like a program,
Hmm.
like a signal or something. It
Hmm.
might be a signal. I have to look this up. This could be a science.
It's
Like
it's
putting
it's
it
it's
down.
a drawing of energy. You
Yeah.
unknowingly have drawn that energy to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now
Hmm.
I'm always looking at my nails. I'm like, oh my God, they're
Hmm.
so pretty. Other people are like, oh, I like your nails. You know what I mean? But it's actually something that I didn't really notice before. I
Yeah.
started with this journal there are things that I put down that I'm looking forward to Like what would make the day awesome?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll tell you a little bit for me, because I know we want to make this short and sweet, but my husband has been talking about something, that we want to do in the next 2 years with, transitioning ourselves into retirement and doing some other things, property and so forth.
Mhm, mhm,
And he's really a visionary. And I
mhm,
and I have just been just bucking him and bucking him. And I had wrote in my book, and then I just went down on my knees, and I'm praying. I wrote in the book earlier that day, and I'm on my knees and I'm praying, and I could just hear confirmation saying, "He has never steered you wrong. He has never steered you wrong. He's the visionary. He has the vision, and he has never steered you wrong. So come on, let's go. And and so I got up and I was like looking at him, and I was a little emotional. I was like thank you for taking care of this family and being the visionary. And I wrote in my book, God, I'm so grateful for my best friend and partner and my husband. And we went out to dinner that night, me and him, and we sat next to this older white couple. Like we later found out the lady, she was like 75 and her husband was like 80, and they're sitting next to us and they're eating. And we're in an open type setting. We're eating, and toward the end, he had this hat on, and it looked like Crocodile Dundee. And I said something about it, and
mhm,
it sparked conversation. Me, his wife, my husband, him, we all start talking. And she begins to tell me what she has done, like steps, her acres, her property, all these things. And every single thing she said, Kamesha, is what my husband has said to me that he wanted to do. It was almost as if this woman had took my husband's word verbatim and just repeated them back to me on what they had done in their latter years and how it had improved their quality of life. And she starts telling me the whys and the impact. I couldn't see the vision. I couldn't see the whys and the impact. You know what I mean?
mhm.
So it was like I was so grateful for my husband's vision. I thanked him for it. I prayed about it. And then God said, "Well, let me just give you a little bit of icing on the cake just to let you know that I'm glad you're thankful. I'm glad you heard. I'm glad you're on board. But just to let you know I'm real, I'm going to have somebody that you don't even know. I'm going to send a vessel to repeat to you what the vision is to make sure you understand that it's the vision that I'm giving."
Mhm.
No, and
Yeah.
it was just such an aha moment. But I say that to say sometimes when we're intentional about gratitude, it opens us up to hear, to see, to receive.
No, absolutely. That's like a beautiful example. And
Mm-hmm.
also, it sounds like when you were listening to your husband, you couldn't see the vision. And maybe you
Mm-mm.
were praying,
Mm-mm.
like, I really want to see it, God. I really want to
Mm.
see it. I want to believe it.
Yeah.
And God like shows us things in ways that we can receive them.
Yeah.
And that was a way that you could receive it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe him explaining it, you're like, I don't get this. Like it's
Yeah.
just
And I don't get how it's
somebody
gonna
else.
happen. How is this gonna
Right.
happen?
Right. But having somebody else show you in a way that you can understand was
Mm-hmm.
what you were asking for and what actually transpired for you.
Yeah. 30-day gratitude challenge,
I
y'all.
love
The
it.
As You Bloom journal from the Wisdom and Bloom podcast hosts, Kamesha and Denise. Is on Amazon. We are in a 30-day gratitude challenge right
Yes.
now.
Mm-hmm.
But please get the book. Stay on track with being grateful, be intentional, find something to be grateful for every day. And I know life be lifing because we've struggled, and it's easier to say than it is to do sometimes. But join us on this 30-day challenge, and we hope to make this a habit for life.
Yes.
Keep
Thank
blooming, lady.
you. You blew me.